This is Terry Kurtz Online reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, sports, and history. Apple Valley High School Computer and Media Pathway. Students prepare for SkillsUSA opening round competition. SkillsUSA is a national program involving students who are preparing for careers in trade, technical, and skilled service occupations. Apple Valley sends 133 students to SkillsUSA competition this year for Sun Devils junior Samantha SOLIS, her third year competing in SkillsUSA.
So Career Pathway Showcase is a competition showcasing whatever CTE program you're in and how it can prepare you for career readiness. So basically we are doing, because we are in an informational technology program, so we are showcasing how camp has affected our community, and like we're basing our project off of the way we share technology with schools in our area. So we're going to middle schools in the district, and we're showing them certain skills that they might need or certain skills they're working on to kind of advance their program or whatever they're doing.
For the past 3 years, we've done this competition, which is CPS, where we're showcasing our academy and the community service project that we have to help the younger schools with their to get them ready to come into camp. And then last year we attempted to do promotional bulletin board, which came out good, which is the bulletin board right there, which was showcasing skills. And we had to make a board to hold up in the office, so that way people who would walk into the office, they would be informed as to what skills was, and if they were interested, they would come into the meetings that we would have throughout the years.
4 Sun Devils freshmen comprise the Entrepreneurship team. They will compete against teams with students from all grade levels.
So Entrepreneurship for SkillsUSA is really just a visual and kind of verbal presentation on the market and the kind of company we build on our own.
I'm the Chief Financial Officer, so I take care of all the finances and figure out what we need to do to make our app actually run.
My name is TYCE, and I'm going to make the application.
I am in charge of getting our ads out there and publicity mostly.
Our app right now is kind of a errand-based system to where you can post your errands that you need done, and you put it on a kind of message board for other people around the world to see.
This week I'm talking to an accountant to help me figure out how the numbers are going to work and what I need to hire a coder and figure out our future financial.
Okay.
So I have to figure out how much it'll cost for each ad, and then I'll transfer that to our CFO.
My favorite part is coding the app and figuring out how we're going to make it and showing our judges that we know how to make the app for it.
Honestly, I'd say advertising. Okay. I think advertising is probably my favorite so far. Getting everything out there, figuring out how it actually gets out there.
My favorite part would probably be the flexibility that we get to have with our imagination, I guess, how we get to create it by ourselves.
Typical for photographers, they enjoy capturing on camera images of others not being on camera themselves.
My main role in camp as a whole is photography. I'm pretty high up there, I would say, with editing. I'm not going to brag too much, but I am fairly good at editing photos.
Caitlin, what's your role here as a photographer? What do you do?
I just
take pictures.
Yeah, mainly I just take pictures of our surroundings. We go out during class and take pictures of the school and edit them so that we can put it as our Chromebook backgrounds.
About photography, I enjoy just capturing the beautiful moments. Just what I do, I randomly take pictures of things that bring interest into me, and then I make it into something more when I edit it.
I take pictures. I love editing pictures. That's my favorite part of taking pictures.
All right. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
How does this all tie into SkillsUSA? When you get into the competition, what you submit, it can be of anything?
Yeah.
Does it have to be school related or no?
No.
Oh.
Well, when we get there, we take pictures of the school, but we take 2 pictures with us that don't have to do with anything.
Wow, so you're judged in part on spontaneous of what you do that day. Oh, what has this whole camp program done for you at Apple Valley High School?
It's given me the opportunity to Pariah has given us all these equipment that we're allowed to use, and so we can be creative. We can make the certain videos that we want, or any creative process we can make. And so the one thing I love about camp is just there's no right or wrong thing if you make a video. It's just like if you make a video and you personally like it, everyone's going to enjoy it and find something in it that they like. And so it's just everyone's always accepting, and then so that's always a good thing in a program like this. And then it's just we learn a lot through each other. It's almost like a family, so that's the biggest part too.
Thank you guys. Good job.
Kurtz On-Line was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting high desert sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deal & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports Activities. Your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV. 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon.
What time is it, sports fans? It's time for your High Desert Sports Report!
Your half-hour High Desert Sports Report, the area's only video action highlights coverage of high school athletes, teams, and sports programs, Victor Valley College Rams, and Barstow College Vikings athletic events. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. 4 High Desert high school athletes received $2,000 scholarships in being named 2016 Rick Gabrielson Senior Athletes of the Year. 4 additional athletes received $750 scholarships as Award of Merits scholarship recipients. 31 athletes honored and received awards at the 22nd Annual Rick Gabrielson Memorial Fund Awards presentation. Division I Male Athletes of the Year. Anthony Moran, CIF Defensive Player of the Year for the CIF champions Oak Hills Bulldogs. Anthony was also named to the Max Preps All-State team. Michael Odgers, Granite Hills Cougars, 3 years All-Desert Sky League in baseball, all CIF his junior year. The Cougars shortstop says his proudest moment was helping Coach Tyler Skurlock win his 250th career victory at Granite Hills High School. Tanner Cornell, Serrano Diamondbacks, center fielder on the CIF champions baseball team his junior year, all CIF wide receiver in football. Serrano, senior class president. Cody Harris, Sultana, all Mojave River League soccer player and Sultan's team captain. Cody is a Sultana valedictorian. Austin Mills, Apple Valley baseball and basketball standout. Austin is all Mojave River League in baseball, leading the league in victories while posting a 198 earned run average. Large school Division I girls, Sultana's Stevie Gaskell, one day after running the 3,200 meters in the state finals. Stevie is CIF cross country reigning champion. Sedona Hansen, Serrano All-American volleyball player, all Mojave River League, all 4 years for the Lady Diamondbacks. Caressa Fields, Victor Valley Lady Jackrabbits and Desert Sky League basketball most valuable player and captain of the Lady Jackrabbits track and field team. Jasmine Morales, Apple Valley Lady Sun Devils softball and basketball team captain. Jasmine capped off her senior season by driving in the winning run in the Lady Sun Devils CIF victory at Anaheim. Division II girls, Morgan Garrison, Excelsior's all-time home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases leader. Carolina Phillips, AAE 3-sport star, all-league in softball and volleyball, and discus thrower and sprinter in track and field. University Prep's Justice Borden, who holds the CIF record for career doubles. She added to that record with a double in the Lady Jaguars CIF semifinals game. Justice Borden also played volleyball for University Prep. Destiny Erucia, Lucerne Valley's 4-sport standout for the Lady Mustangs, league sprint champion in track, all-league in basketball, volleyball, and softball. Division II boys. Aaron Aguiar, AAE Knights all-league distance runner in cross country. Aaron also played basketball and ran track for the Knights. Corey Elder, Daily Press all-area golfer from University Prep, Cross Valley League most valuable player in golf. Zachary Richard, Apple Valley Christian all-leaguer in baseball, basketball, and volleyball. Jake Hooper, Hesperia Christian all-leaguer in football, team captain of Patriots CIF Finals football team and CIF semifinals baseball team. Vision Pluma, a 3-sport standout for Riverside Prep. Vision is an all-CIF baseball player and twice all-league in baseball and basketball. He holds the Silver Knights school records for points in basketball and hits in baseball. Zachary Mejia broke Lucerne Valley school records for touchdowns scored, all CIF for the undefeated Mustangs. Zach also captained basketball and baseball teams. $2,000 scholarship winners, Carolina Phillips, Zach Richard, and Sedona Hansen.
Well, I plan to attend University of Tennessee on a full volleyball scholarship and hopefully play for the next 4 years. And then I plan on maybe going into sports management or some type of communications and become a sports reporter. That's something that I'm very interested in. And that's kind of a backup plan because what I really want to do is maybe go professionally overseas and play volleyball, maybe in Italy or Switzerland or something like that. Yeah.
What are your plans now? What are you going to do next?
Well, I'm going to Zoo Pacific, and I just found out yesterday that I'm on the acrobatic and tumbling team for Zoo Pacific.
So yeah, I'll be heading off to the United States Naval Academy. That's a 4-year university where I'll be trained both to be an officer in the Navy and then also this naval school. I'll be heading off June 29th. I-Day starts the 30th. And there, it's sort of like boot camp. Have my head shaved, turn my phone, you know. They train me to be an officer, and then I plan to major in either cyber technologies or weapons and systems engineering.
Victor Valley High School's Reggie Lawson also received a $2,000 scholarship. Katie Rouse, daughter of Rick Gabrielson, serves as Master of Ceremonies of the event. Organization co-founders Bob Slough and Dick Sowers make presentations. Slough was Rick Gabrielson's high school basketball coach. Sowers, Gabrielson's baseball coach. An event highlight was the keynote address delivered by Victor Valley College volleyball coach and Apple Valley High School graduate Christa White, who was a member of the school's and the area's first CIF championship team, Apple Valley Softball CIF Champions 1978.
So, one of the most rewarding experiences an individual can have is to be recognized for their accomplishments. Being here today to speak to you, we share that experience, and I hope you feel as humbled and honored as I do. My history as an athlete began several decades ago, I won't count those, at the age of 5. My older brother came inside, grabbed my hand, and informed my mother they needed another player to even the teams. He dragged me outside, shoved a plastic football helmet on my head for protection, showed me how to hike a football, and who to block, and then matter-of-factly said, "Let's do this." Like I had been doing this my whole life. In that moment, I never again doubted my ability to compete with anyone, at anything, anywhere. So in 1967, on the streets of Lubbock, Texas, when girls weren't even allowed to play organized sports, I became an athlete. Take a moment to look at where you are now. What events caused you to join the ranks of millions of young people playing sports? Do you believe that all you have accomplished so far is the result of random events that lined up, or was it because you made it happen? Every athlete that has risen to the top of their game share three things: preparation, purpose, and passion. I have been fortunate enough to have been able to live my childhood dreams. This happened not because I was lucky or by coincidence, although these things could be considered part of the reasons. But mostly it was because taking actions early on enabled me to take advantage of the opportunities that crossed my path. If there is one idea you should take with you today, it is to always put feet to your prayers. Take action to achieve your dreams and build a foundation that will enable you to achieve all of your goals and dreams. Believe in the you that you know you are. This is called planning for possibilities. Part of this process is very simple. If you want something or want to do something, tell someone. Make it known in advance of your preparation that this is something in which you are interested in and in which you would like to participate. Then prepare to do it and ask questions about it. Before ever leaving Apple Valley High School, and yes, go Sun Devils, I told my coach and my principal that I wanted to come back and work at ABHS. I wanted to teach and coach. Of course, they smiled and told me that would be great. Not sure if they thought I was serious or not, but that didn't matter. After finishing my bachelor's degree at Texas Tech University, I searched for a job in Texas. And while attending a wedding out here in November of 1984, I took the time on a Friday afternoon to go over to the district office in Victorville and fill out an application for the 1985 school year. When the secretary reviewed my finished application, she got up and looked me in the eyes and asked, "You have a teaching credential in English?" I replied, "Yes, ma'am." She then asked, "So you're looking for a teaching position?" Thinking to myself, well, that was kind of the point of filling out the application. But instead, I replied, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Wait right here." She got up, went into an office, and a few minutes later, the superintendent and the principal from Apple Valley Junior High walked out. As silly as it sounded to me at the time, they asked the two same questions. I thought, really? But intelligently, I replied, "Yes, I am looking to be hired for the 1985 school year." The principal then asked if I was able to start on Monday. I was in shock for a moment. I was not expecting to get a job on the spot, but that was the offer. I said I would need at least 2 weeks, as I still lived in Texas and had to move. They said, "Okay." And on December 3rd of 1984, at the age of 22, I was a full-time teacher. Opportunity knocked. I was prepared to accept, and I've been living my dream now for 31 years. Whew. That's a long time. I finished out the school year, and then I moved to Apple Valley High School in the fall of 1985 as I had planned. I took over the volleyball program, like I had told my coach years before, and I began preparing for the future even then, to possibly coach and teach at the collegiate levels. So in 1986, I started my master's degree in education with several other coaches in the area. And by 1987, at the age of 25, I had a foundation ready to go. It would be 8 years later, in 1996, that I would actually use my degree to move to Victor Valley College. Plan, prepare, and be patient. If the phrase, "if you build it, they will come," really isn't just a line in a movie about dreams. It's a life philosophy. Build the foundation for success by being prepared to grab those opportunities when they cross your path. It works. Along with preparation, you have to find your purpose. What do you want to do? What exactly are you planning for? And what do you want the outcome to look like? My purpose for working hard as a student athlete was in some ways to show appreciation for the support my family had given me over the years and to help pay for my college education. In other ways, it was to prove that no matter what, you can live your dreams, for myself and for others. I felt very fortunate to have had the educational experiences I did growing up. So I came back to ABHS because I loved my time there. To be a living example to other females, that you can get scholarships, that you can compete at the highest levels no matter how small the school. As a coach and teacher, I encouraged my student athletes to reach for what seemed outside their grasps, and that persistence pays off. When I eventually took the coaching job at BBC and then became a full-time professor there, I again looked forward, expanding opportunities for all of the high desert high school volleyball players, running a volleyball club, camps, and recruiting local athletes to play at BBC. My goal was to help those who wanted to move on and play at university levels, but specifically to get their degrees. By hiring local coaches as well as former players, training them and their athletes over the years, we all were able to create even more opportunities for female volleyball players. Mr. Sowers, my former psychology teacher, and Mr. Slough, my former government teacher, invited me here to speak to you today. And I can name many other people who have come back and given back to this community, and by doing so have kept us thriving and growing, and provided the foundation upon which you have benefited from, as well as enhanced. So when you get where you're going, give back. Being an athlete is temporary. Eventually, you have to do something else. The values you've learned will sustain you through any of life's events. Use what you've learned through being an athlete to propel you forward and help those around you to be better every day. You will know and understand your purpose when you see that fire in someone else's eyes. It's worthwhile and an amazing sight. I also believe that passion is hard to see in today's world. There's certainly emotion. Passion, however, is something more. It's better. What I'm talking about is this. What is it that drives you forward? What do you truly believe motivates you? What is your truth? Anyone can express emotion, but do people see your passion? Looking is one thing, but seeing it is understanding it. Do people understand your passion? How do you express that passion to others? If you know what it is already, you're ahead of the game. If you're not sure yet, that's okay. Keep searching and planning for your future, laying that foundation for opportunities. As you do this, you should always honor the traditions of the past. Appreciating our past allows us to understand how to lay the groundwork for the next generation. Honoring the past doesn't mean doing the same things the same way, but rather keeping those values in place that enable us to reach our goals. You should want to represent your family, your community, and yourself by becoming the best you can be. It is a slow process, an evolutionary process, a lifelong endeavor, and that you will grow and change and grow again over and over, evolving into who you will become from who you are now. Think of yourself as a creek or a river in constant motion, bringing fresh and new ideas to the world. All of you have accomplished a great deal to this point in your lives, but if this is the first 20 years, what are you going to accomplish in the next 20? And the 20 after that? And the 20 after that? What will your legacy become in your last 20? And oh yes, I intend to live to 100. Be passionate and driven about what you want. When you pause to look back, look at what you've learned. Will you have accomplished all you've intended? Most of us will say no. However, the most important thing is that we have accomplished many things. Have no regrets. Risking failure to get stronger, learning more to gain wisdom and knowledge, standing back up when life knocks us down, and it will, finding the inner strengths we never thought we had. These are all the important accomplishments. No trophy or medal can replace self-worth, nor do they define who you are. It is how you treat others, how you treat yourself, how much respect you give, and how much respect you get from those around you. Take responsibility for your choices by making good choices more often than not. Working hard for what you want and feeling the pride of accomplishing your dreams. These are the things that should drive you and be the passion that moves you forward. You have the tools you need to accomplish anything. Because you are athletes, you have learned to deal with difficult people. You have had to fight through pain and frustration. You've finished what you started. You have learned how to handle success and how to face failure and keep moving forward. You have sacrificed for others, accepted support from others, and in return, you have supported others. Participating in
Joseph
sports
W.
has
Brady
taught
offers a
all of these
$5,000 reward
things.
for arrest and conviction of whoever stole mail from his Victorville post office box.
For some of you, you will continue to the next levels of your athletic careers. And for others, new adventures await you. But the foundations for success are there, in you. Leadership, integrity, work ethic, perseverance, and confidence. You have these tools in you right now, today. You have a responsibility to yourself, your families, your community, to represent them just as well in the future as you do right now. Be purposeful and build a legacy that you can be proud of and that others will look up to. Find satisfaction in all you do, not just because of the awards you may be given. Be sure to thank all those that have helped you and supported you along the way. Be passionate and driven. Plan for those opportunities ahead of time, and never be afraid to tell people when you're interested in doing something. You never know if that person is the one that's going to open that door for you. Plan for possibilities by putting feet to your prayers. Have passion and love what you do, even when it's hard to finish. Be purposeful, believe in yourself, and build your future. Life will reward you. Congratulations to all of you. Good luck, and God bless.
Christa White was then completely surprised when announced as the Gabrielson Foundation Distinguished Service Award recipient. Michael Odgers of Granite Hills, Vision Pluma of Riverside Prep, Apple Valley Christian's Annalie Losh, and Oak Hill's Jada Williams awarded the $750 Award of Merit scholarships. Rick Gabrielson Memorial Scholarships exceeding $100,000 had been awarded since the program's inception. Title sponsors again this year, Armac Insurance Services and Mitsubishi Cement Corporation, Jason Vargas, Kansas City Royals, VIP Mortgage, Heritage Victor Valley Medical Group, and Custom Planet Gold sponsors. Elizabeth Cardenas Gonzalez, Allstate Insurance, VIP Property Management, Apple Valley Communications, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Silver sponsors. Bear Trucking, San Bernardino, John Lee Pump Check, The Italian Kitchen, Rancho Motors, John Dudley, Bob Myers, Bronze sponsors. The Gabrielson Memorial Fund Awards and Scholarships operate under the umbrella of the High Desert Community Foundation. Terry Kurtz here, throwing out an invitation for you to catch up with High Desert Sports activities. Your High Desert Sports Report, showing 3 times every day on Victor Valley TV. 7 and 11 every morning, 4 every afternoon.
What time is it, sports fan? It's time for your High Desert Sports Report.
Your half-hour High Desert Sports Report, the area's only video action highlights coverage of high school athletes, teams, and sports programs, Victor Valley College Rams, and Barstow College Vikings athletic events. We hope you'll join us right here on Victor Valley TV. Terry Kurtz Online was brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deal & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, our area's longest standing full service commercial brokerage firm. Ewanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, online. Thank you for watching.